Want to improve your sprint start acceleration and your reaction? Then watch this video. To accelerate quickly, you've got to be able to apply a lot of force in a short space of time. From the sprint start, that time gets shorter as you speed up. So those initial steps from the blocks require a great amount of pressure to be placed through the track surface as you move away. Now there are some very specific drills and activities which you can do to improve that capacity. You can develop that capacity through weight training, for example, and in particular concentric muscular shortening action weight training. But you can also develop it through jump exercises, such as those you're seeing on screen at the moment. These jumps require you to be really focused and in the zone in order to get that neural drive, that excitement that's going to get you up and going into the air or forwards as quickly as you can. So make sure you press firmly through your feet, extend at the ankles, knees and hips as you drive up from the bench. You can do these starting under your own motivation, or you can have a coach say go, and off you go to the reaction, which makes it even more specific to the sprint start. These exercises can be done from 2 legs, or for a much harder variant and one that's more specific to the sprint start, even more so, you can do them from 1 leg. And of course there are multiple options as well, so you can land from the first contact and jump again, or land from the contact and jump over a hurdle. There are lots of ways that you can make these exercises more specific to acceleration. You can also utilize the stretch reflex more in the exercise by lifting your feet from the floor and banging them down into the ground before jumping up. It's really only the first press out of the blocks on the forward leg against the pedal that's fully concentric. After that, everything becomes stretch reflex orientated. So it makes sense to condition all the elements and movements which are required for the sprint start. Over my years as a coach, I've come across athletes that are naturally great accelerators. They can express huge amounts of force and power in milliseconds and really get going quickly. Then there are others that aren't so good. However, with the right training, you can always improve your acceleration, and that accelerative capacity will also boost your maximum velocity and your jump ability too, if you're a long jumper, triple jumper as well, for example. This is because the greater the ability your body has to express dynamic power, the more it's going to be able to translate that power into faster and faster transitions and movements. So in a way, you can see acceleration training as a type of base for more speed-orientated maximum velocity training modalities as well. Sleds are of course another great way to improve your acceleration and your base power levels. And we do these periodically throughout the training year. I will say we don't do them as much as other coaches perhaps do so, but my group is predominantly made up of long and triple jumpers. So we need to focus more on the quick reactiveness, the ability to express force quickly and overcome multiple times body weight, for example. Weighted jump squats are another great way to improve your dynamic acceleration. The key here is to pause slightly for a second or two between each jump and landing. Don't do them continuously. So jump up, holding the weight, land, take a few seconds, focus, go again. And that's going to be needed for the sprint start. One thing that I do need to add in terms of developing greater, better acceleration is to make sure you get your angles right when you're moving away from a starting position. You need to have a negative shin angle to impart force backwards into the track surface. If you don't do that, you're going to pop straight up. So regardless of how powerful, how dynamic you are, if you don't get your force going in the right direction, then you're not going to get away from the blocks as quickly as you can. So always focus on correct sprint start dynamics and acceleration dynamics. A great way to develop this is to combine the jump exercises that you've been watching in the video with actual 10-meter acceleration efforts. Then you'll be directly transferring the energy the power you're developing through the jumping exercises into actual sprints. And as I often say in my videos, you're also going to get a potentiating benefit, whereby your fast twitch muscle fibers and your neural system that excites them, gets them going, gets the biggest ones recruited, is going to be fully fired up, and you're going to be really able to express lots of power. If you've any questions on the subject matter of this video, or indeed any of my other ones, then do leave a comment in the section below this video or through my other social media. And of course, good luck with your training, and if you've got any competitions coming up with those too, and do please subscribe to the channel. In the extremely accurate and portable Freelap timing system, then do get in contact. Do you want to take your coaching to another level, to learn about how to program properly, systematically, specifically, so you get maximum transference between your training means and your training or performance goals? Then why not consider becoming a channel member. Every month I post an exclusive video for coach athlete members, and here we'll go through the various elements of technical work, training planning, periodization, etc. that will take your athletes or your performance to the next level. Go to the channel's homepage and click on join to find out more about channel membership.